Question 16 actually is a question about area and volume. In this question, we have two solid hemispheres, and then we know that the total surface area of them actually is 351 pi cm square. And one thing more we know that is actually the ratio of their radius is 2 to 3. So that's why we can assume the smaller hemisphere will be with the radius 2a, and the bigger hemisphere we can just assume that its radius is actually 3a. And then by the formula of the total surface area of hemisphere, actually that the formula is 3 pi r squared. So we can write down the smaller hemisphere with the total surface area is actually 3 pi bracket 2a close bracket square. And because similarly for the bigger hemisphere, we can also write down the total surface area by 3 pi 3a bracket square. And then we know the things from the information is actually the total surface area of them will be in total equal to 351 pi. So after we have this simple equation, we can furthermore to solve it and then find out what is a. So now for the first part, 3 pi bracket 2a close bracket square, after simplify will become 12 a square pi. And similarly for the second part, 3a bracket square will become 9a square, and then together with 3 pi, so that's why it will be 27 a square pi. On the right hand side, nothing change, so that's why we can just copy. And then because every one of them have pi, so we can just simplify the pi there. And then furthermore, to simplify the equation become 39a squared equal to 351, and then moreover a squared will be equal to 9, and finally a equal to 3. After we know a is equal to 3, actually we can just find out the two hemisphere, their radius respectively. For the smaller one, actually the radius is 2a originally, but now we know a is 3, so that's why we can rewrite 2a by 6. Similarly, how about the bigger hemisphere? 3a is the radius, but now a is 3, so that's why it will be rewrite at 9. So, and very important, because we know about no matter the smaller hemisphere and the bigger hemisphere about their radius, so we can just very simple to use the formula for the volume of the hemisphere. Then we can find out their volume respectively, and then find out the difference. So just like here, if we focus on the smaller one, the hemisphere, the volume of the smaller one actually can follow the formula is 2 over 3 pi, and then radius pi to 3. And then after simplify, the volume of the smaller hemisphere will become 144 pi cm power 3. And then how about the bigger one? Same formula will be applied. Actually is 2 over 3, and then pi, and then radius power to 3. And then again, after simplify, we will know that the volume of the bigger hemisphere will become 486 pi cm power to 3. And then finally, if we want to find out the difference between the volume of them, then we can just make the bigger one minus the smaller one. And the bigger one is actually 486, and the smaller one is 144. If I do the subtraction about them, the result will be 342 pi cm squared. So that's why the option of question 16 will be